Terror fans? It's time for episode 3 of TERROR29 TV. On this episode, it's all about silicone masks. We're going to introduce you to Elephant Man, and at the end of the episode, we're going to meet Striker. So let's get right into it. Let me out! Alright, you guys, this is the time, right here, right now, the one and only. Drumroll, please. Elephant Man is here.
Zach,
Yes.
knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo!
Boo-hoo.
Oh, did my face make you cry?
Did his face make you cry, you guys? This is Elephant Man right here, right now at TERROR29. When he's not in the Circus Freak show, he's in his jail cell, the cage, locked up, scaring all of you come through here. The mask he's actually wearing, we'll introduce you to who he is. There's a man behind the mask. We'll show you what it's like to wear them. He'll put them on, take it off, because this is actually one of the most difficult ones to put on, but he makes it look super easy. The masks are Immortal Masks. Not all of them that we use here are from Immortal Masks, but most of them, we think they're the best in the business. So right now, we're going to show you the masks that we use. These are our masks from Immortal Masks. We have Elephant Man, who you've just seen, Striker, which you've seen in plenty of our videos and in the Haunt, and of course Demon. Demon's really cool because it's also reflective under UV black light, so I'm going to pop up a clip of that now so you can see what that looks like. And fun fact, Frank sometimes actually gets into the Demon character, so if you see Demon, it might actually be Frank. So these masks are from Immortal Masks. We believe they're the best in the business as far as quality, how they feel, how they form to your face. And as a bonus, at the end of this episode, we're going to introduce you to Nathan, who wore Striker in the Haunt. But right now, Elephant Man is out of the mask, obviously, so we're going to go check in with him. This is Jake here at TERROR29. He is Elephant Man and is also Big Boy. He's a clown from time to time, and we'll show you that in another episode. But first, kind of introduce yourself, what you love about scaring, what you find interesting about being a scare actor, and kind of what you do here at TERROR29.
Yeah, for sure. Again, I'm Jake. Being a scarer here at TERROR29 has been a blast. It is so funny to see people, they know it's a safe environment and they're not going to get hurt, but at the same time that scare is so real. When people come by my cage, you know, I growl at them, whatever, and they're like, okay, he's locked in. I go out the back of the cage and I start following them, and then they turn around, and that look is incredible every time. They're just, I've had people who have fallen on the ground screaming because they didn't expect to see me sneaking up behind them.
Right?
I mean, really, it's got this element of like interactive theater, which just is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the mask. Let's talk about this here really quick. Kind of like what it's like to wear it. What's it feel like?
Well, first off, it's a little hot and it's a little heavy. And it's interesting because as much as it conforms to my face, you know, there's things like, okay, my nose hole is a little weird, my eyes are a little weird, limited vision, but at the same time, I forget that I'm wearing it. So I'll be talking and it is conforming to my face, and then, you know, someone will give me that look and I'm like, all right, I'm a deformed monster. Even when it can be a little uncomfortable, it's still, because it moves so well with the face, feels a little bit natural.
So now probably the moment they're waiting for, you want to show us what it's like to put the mask on?
Yeah.
And then kind of tell them about how you do it.
Right, so what I like to do is flip the collar up, just the chest and back piece, and get my hands inside the mask. That way I can spread the neck hole and I can guide it in. I also like to take a look inside the mask before I put it on, just to make sure that I've got it oriented correctly. I'm always afraid that one day I'm going to throw this thing on backwards and smother myself. But it's just a matter of bringing it over your head, lining up the facial features.
See how instantly he comes into character? It's Elephant Man's voice already.
And then the lips follow yours. The neck bends to a degree. This one does have a very thick, muscular neck. So there have been a couple times where I've been surprised. I've tried to look to the side real quick and my whole body jerks.
Yeah, and sometimes when you put on the mask, you kind of have to like readjust the mouth or the nose just to get it to fit just right to your face.
There have been a few times I've had to, like, okay, line up the nostrils so I don't have to be a mouth breather.
Now let's see what it's like to take this thing off.
Taking it off is just the same thing in reverse. Just gotta work my hand underneath the collar.
So he's working his hands underneath the mask to get it off.
And I bring my hands up across the side of my head, by my ears on both sides. Once they're there, I can work it over my chin and around the back of my head, and it just slips right off. So the mask, despite being very thick and very sculpted, it does have a lot of stretch to it, so I can get my big noggin in and out.
And what's really cool about Immortal Masks is they actually have on the inside this kind of mesh grid that makes it really difficult to rip the mask. It can happen, and actually we have a bonus episode of this episode where we show you the cool little tube of stuff that we use to fix the masks when they do tear. That's all we got right now with Elephant Man. Right now, bonus part of this episode, Stryker is here. Drum roll, please. Come on in. Stryker! This is another one of our clowns here at TERROR29, but right now we're going to reveal who he actually is. There is a person behind this mask, so let's show them. This is actually Nathan.
Hello.
Hello. So, round of applause for Nathan. So, tell us a little bit about what you do at TERROR29, what you love about scaring, what you love about wearing this mask.
So, I am a scarer at TERROR29. I play Stryker, obviously. The thing I like about this mask, it is silicone, so it really sits nice on my face. It just like perfectly sits on there and it morphs to my face, so my movements of my face move with the mask, and it's really comfortable. It's not too incredibly hot, so that's not bad either. So it's just by far a great mask. I love silicone masks. So
yeah, even when you got here tonight, you're like, oh, I just love these masks.
Yeah, they're really awesome. I love these. Yeah, it really, it fit. Like, silicone masks are designed this way. They are designed to form-fit anybody's face. Whether you have a thin face, whether you have a big face, whether you have even in the middle. Silicone masks are designed that way. They're just extraordinary masks. You can pretty much move and do anything you want, and you can become whoever you want with whatever design you have. So, and Stryker is like by far my favorite character I've ever played. It's really fun.
I love it.
He's fun. He's
and
calm.
I'm putting you on the spot. Real quick, your favorite scare story.
Oh, my favorite scare story is probably, there were a couple of people there was a group that came through last year, and I just stood there nice and quietly, and when they sort of came up to me, they're like, oh, that's so cool, and then I jumped at them, and they're like, oh, I thought it was an animatronic! So that was so cool. I just love, like I said, the art of a jump scare is really fun. It's really
that
good
adrenaline
to do that.
rush.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. It feels so good. So, yeah.
All right, you guys, this is Nathan. That's what we got for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.